part of yesterday is on YYC YouTube channel, YYC TV YouTube channel. So subscribe to us and keep learning, keep engaging, and keep growing your mindset. Over to you, Ambassador Rachael Lubenga from United Kingdom. Please briefly introduce yourself, ma'am. I guess you are from Uganda, am I right?
From Zambia.
Zambia.
Yes,
Wow.
Zambia.
Zambia. Wow, wow, wow. So
Yes.
we can, both of us can travel together to Zambia.
We have
Yeah,
to.
because we have YYCI president, and also there's a university that I'm working with over there.
Oh,
So,
wow.
and then we might be doing some powerful crusade, powerful conference, and masterclass in Zambia. So be
Oh,
ready, ma'am.
yes, I'll be ready. I'll be
Over
ready.
to you. Yes.
Okay. Thank you to the director for giving me this opportunity. And also I would like to say thank you to the YYCIA community. I'm truly humbled and I don't take this opportunity for granted. Thank you once again. Uh, I'll talk to I'll present commitment, consistent, and competent. We see that these three components are very important in any relationship, not only in any relationship, but also in daily living, personal growth, and development. Uh, I will just name a few in that they have the power to change the world as well as a person. Personally, commitment, competence, and consistency have helped me through the years and also in the journey to discovering who I am. These three components they play different roles, but they can be used together in maintaining a holistic goal. I will take this opportunity to define each component and give examples where necessary. Commitment. This word has got so many definitions, just like I've heard from different speakers, but we'll just use a few of them. Well, commitment is a state which aims at responsibly forming allegiance to an activity or cause, depending in the context in which it is being used. It can also have a broad explanation. According to the Oxford Dictionary, and I quote, commitment is the promise to support somebody or something. All it takes is discipline and setting priorities. Commitment may take years for some people, in the sense that it can be a painful process. It may require individuals to remain motivated under any circumstances and believe in themselves. Commitment may involve learning new and difficult things. Sometimes some schedules or even calendars may have to be overlooked. Commitment may also require coming out of the comfort zone, sacrificing hard work, and also making choices that may be painful. There are no shortcuts when it comes to commitment. Of course, people always talk, but maintaining a championship mentality is important, with the view that glory is always on the other side. Situations where commitment can be applied include marriage, personal relationships, business, self-growth, and work ethics. For commitment to work, certain qualities such as loyalty, faithfulness, and dedicating oneself are important. In most cases, when commitment is applied, it normally produces enduring and quality relationships, productivity, and happy families and happy people. Commitment may deny someone time to themselves due to the value being placed at seeing a project, relationship, and other aspects of life reaching desired goals. Some activities being put aside for later periods or even forfeited altogether. There are individuals who have demonstrated commitment even when it was not comfortable to do so. Commitment is indeed a promise or a pledge that one makes in order to achieve a goal. A good example is, or something that I learned is that Y.Y.C.I has achieved 5 years of continued progress. Why? Because of commitment, which is very encouraging. I will cite a few instances where commitment has been used to reach set goals. There are people in the modeling industry who usually maintain a certain type of diet. They have to eat certain foods, do certain exercises, walk in a certain way in order to maintain that shape. Just like sportsmen also do. Those people who run, marathons, in marathons, they have to maintain certain types of diets and exercises, which takes commitment, leading to admirable bodies for models and also good results for sportsmen. Keeping fit is always encouraged for everyone. So everyone on Y.Y.C.I can also keep fit, which is good. Mountain climbers or hikers may also need commitment in order to reach the peak. The people have climbed mountains such as Mount Kilimanjaro, which is in Tanzania. They've really maintained a certain commitment. I'll quote a scripture from the Bible, which is found in Colossians 3, verse 23 to 24. It says, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters, since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. It is the Lord Christ you are serving." So whenever we are committed, it is not only us we are benefiting, but also others, and also Christ will be happy. Another example that I would give is for patients, like I deal with patients in the healthcare sector. Certain ailments or diseases may require adherence to strict diets and taking medication at specific times to overcome pain. Students may need uncomfortable study habits in order to achieve high grades or good grades. Employers and employees require a high level of commitment for the promotion and success of the business. So it's not only the employer, but also the employee. Committed employees always shine and may be rewarded in wage or in deeds. Coming back to Africa, in most African cultures, some married women show their commitment, staying in a loveless marriage, just to stay true to the vow or to their commitment. Some they may also place the emphasis on Genesis 2 verse 24, which says a man shall leave his mother and father to stick to their own husband. So they have to be committed because of that. Others have decided to stay in troubled marriages for the sake of the children. They say, I'm just there for the children. Why? Because of commitment. It is heartwarming, though, to find out that those who fully committed have ended up being best couples and are envied today. Some of them, they're even working as counselors, marriage counselors, because of what they've overcome in maintaining that marriage. Please, I beg, do not, whether someone decides to stay in a loveless marriage or not, it's their choice. Thank you. And personally, when I was growing up, there were no computers to research and even communicate. But you find that most people had to repeat their grades in primary school, some as much as 4 times just to do one grade. I remember one boy who failed 7 times, 6 times in his 7th grade. But because he was so committed to learning and not giving up, he achieved the grades that were outstanding, and as a result made speedy progress and landed himself in a prestigious organization. He's one of the top guys in that organization. Another incident was where one boy who had to walk to school and from school for about 20 kilometers every day with torn shoes, torn shoes and uniform. But he ended up passing with flying colors and is now running the best organization in another continent. Personally, as the author of this topic, I had to embrace this attitude of commitment. Having been brought up in a divided household where my parents divorced when I was very young, I never knew luxury. I had to walk to and from school, passing through the bush, and I attended school on an empty stomach. I had to live in a thatched house where there was no electricity. I had to go to under a street light, a street light, and do my homework and also study. So personally, I had to sleep in a crowded market to sell some stock, to take myself to school. Had I given up, I would be talking of, had I given up, I wouldn't have achieved this goal, and I wouldn't be at a platform like this one to address people like professors and doctors. So all it takes is values, endurance, resilient, tenacity, that is not giving up, which is among many other attributes. Then when you talk about consistent, according to the Cambridge Dictionary, this is a quality of always behaving or performing in a similar way or always happening in a similar way. Consistency breeds honesty and trustworthiness, which in turn make people reliable when interacting with others. Qualities are essential in building consistent behaviors. Qualities such as trustworthiness. Consistency could be marked with harmonious steadiness while not contradicting oneself. It aims at following certain patterns of thought or behavior so as to get outstanding results. I will quote a scripture in Galatians 6 verse 9, which says, "And let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we will reap by not giving up." So perfection cannot be earned without consistency, because success is usually birthed from consistency. When we act according to set goals, it can support our motives to achievements and progress steadily. Inconsistent behaviors have ruined so many lives, empires, communities, businesses, marriages, relationships, and homes. I'll give a few examples in which consistency can be lost as well as maintained. In a commercial environment, when an employee or employer often comes late, certain tasks may not be performed well, leading to work which is not good and loss of business and profit. A learner who always maintains a focused and steady pattern of progress will make it easier to pull through the success ladder and achieve goals. When a learner is inconsistent, it will lead to failure and backwardness due to lack of discipline. In friendships, or in a relationship between two people of the opposite side, it is important that they align and maintain honesty. When one side is always telling lies or not staying true to their commitment, it always raises eyebrows, thereby losing respect on themselves. Then we also look at the last one, which is competence. Competence is the ability to perform duties with efficiency or dedication. According to the Oxford Learner's Dictionary, competence is the ability to do something well. This may entail willingness to improve by practicing and making improvements through continued education. I'm an example of that. To say that we are not born with competence, with the quality of competence, but we need to make adjustments and be teachable, be able to learn by accepting feedback and pushing our own limits. I am one personally, I'm one individual who has invested in upgrading my skills through competence. In my work with others, this quality has always been outstanding. Like here in Europe, in UK, I've received awards just because of that quality. Thank you. A person with qualities such as commitment and consistency may not pull through without competence. Therefore, competence should always be blended in the mix for real success to take place. So these three, they work hand in hand. I'll cite a few examples. To be able to save lives, medical doctors and researchers will always have to have an increase in their medical knowledge. I can give an example of the COVID. When we had COVID-19, you find that researchers had to go out of their way in order to just come up with something to curb the spread of COVID. To inspire teams, leaders in organizations may have to demonstrate competence. A student may show competence through their passion to learn new things. Finally, having personally walked through the path of hardship, poverty, doubt, fear, and uncertainties, I encourage everyone to embrace commitment, consistency, and competence, as these play a major part in business, relationships, learning, family, personal growth, and development. Allow me to quote, "Success does not come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently." That is by Mario Folio. And there's another quote by Franklin D. Roosevelt, which says, "The only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today." Thank you once again for this opportunity that I don't take for granted. I'm truly humbled. Yes, you can.
Yes, after your presentation, you are now giving us assurance that yes, we can. Thank you so much, Ambassador Rachel. Can I officially invite you to join Yes You Can International?
Thank you.
You might respond later on my WhatsApp. Let me know if you want to join us and we can work together,
Yes,
especially
please.
from UK. And there's
Thank
a
you.
message for you. Um, this is a great practice presentation. Awesome, man. That's from Ambassador Dr. Omotala Shubowale. And another one, Ambassador Isaiah said, is so wholesome. So we've really enjoyed your teaching today, being the first one. And thank you so much for not giving up on us, because for the past few months or weeks that we've been doing masterclass, you've been on around but not be able to speak. So it's a big breakthrough for us that you were able to speak today. And we do not take that for granted at all. We appreciate you, ma. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your support. So please let me know if you are interested in joining us. And saying that, yes, you can international, no matter how, I mean, you can see the oldest in our family that just presented, so it's not limiting any one of us. We can still we can still discover, we can still develop, and we can still demonstrate. It's a home of mastering mindset, and is also a place of building relationship, love, and family. And so, if you want to know more about us, ma'am, before you join us, please feel free to uh, um, feel free to connect with me, and we have a good chat. I also want to thank you so much as well for contributing to our book project. It's amazing so far. Tomorrow is going to be the last day. If anybody didn't submit, well, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do, because we have to move to the next level of transferring the manuscript to the editor and the proofreaders to help us through it. And we have to give them enough time before we now um, transport it to our mayor of UK, one of our mayor in UK, to read through and also to forward the book. And then after that, we're going to forward it to our publisher. And I really want to seize this opportunity to thank every one of you that has really contributed to this massive book. So far, we have 85 contributors to the book, and it's from more than 20 countries. So I believe that we are winning together. So I want to say thank you. So once again, Ambassador Rachael ML, thank you, ma'am, for being with us and for your great presentation.